Everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Civil Canadians. I am Scotty V. So now, big news obviously this week about Batman news. So Robert Pattinson obviously in talks to play the Dark Knight. So this episode, I'm going to be talking about my wish list for the villains to for Robert to face off in his solo movie, and obviously for Matt Reeves to put in his script and see what I think in terms of villains. Some of the villains I do have are pretty iconic. I got Black Mask, Joker, obviously. I got the Scarecrow, Penguin, the Riddler, Two Faced, Bane, Mister Freeze, Hugo Strange, the Mad Hatter, and Clayface. Now, most of these villains have already shown up in the Batman movies. But for example, Hugo Strange, Clayface, Black Mask haven't shown up in the Batman movie yet. But Scarecrow, Penguin, Riddler, Two Face, they've all shown up before in their respective movies. So I'll just start off with Black Mask. Um, if you've played the game Batman Arkham Origins, it's a great story. Black Mask was behind a couple of assassins. $50 million, I think the prize was, just to kill the Batman, and it was great. The combat was great, and I think Black Mask could be one of the political thrillers for Batman, or even Hugo Strange. If you played Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham City, that was one of the best Batman games, and Hugo Strange was like basically the puppet for Batman, and Ra's al Ghul was part of it. So Black Mask and Hugo Strange would be one of those villains where give Batman a challenge, physically, mentally, and I guess spiritually. I guess, or maybe that's more Raz Al Ghul's take. We can do the Penguin. I know the Penguin was already done in Batman Returns with Michael Keaton, and I believe Danny DeVito. He played the Penguin. They can do that. I think there was a rumor going around that Penguin and Catwoman were one of the main villains. I think there were up to 6 villains. I think they were saying. I don't know. I don't like to read these stupid false reports because sometimes they're false, but I could be wrong, and but whatever. Um, so the Penguin and his army would be awesome. I want to see Scarecrow, but I want to see a comic book version of the Scarecrow. Now, what I mean by that, in the Christopher Nolan trilogy, especially Batman Begins, we get the first cinematic appearance of the Scarecrow, but he wasn't scary, if you know what I mean. When I first saw him, I was like 2005. I was only 11 years old, so that crap scared me. But now when I go back and watch it, it's not scary. So I want to see a comic book accurate version of the Scarecrow, like how we got in Batman Arkham Knight. That was Scarecrow to perfection. I love the fear toxin and all that kind of stuff. I hope Matt Reeves looks towards. They go look at Rocksteady's archives and look at their character designs and all that for his villains, because those are some of the some of the greatest villain designs for Batman villains. So I hope they go back into those games and look at their comic book design. Um, I would say another one would be the Riddler, just because we got Jim Carrey as the Riddler and horrible. I think George Clooney. I don't know if it was George Clooney or Val Kilmer um, movies, but the Riddler would be a great test for Batman's knowledge in terms of riddles and all that other fun stuff. Um, Bane, I want to see a comic book version of Bane, not like the one we got in Dark Knight Rises of with Tom Hardy. Basically, the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan was a realistic version of Batman and his villains. But I want to see Matt Reeves' version of the characters, comic book wise. Like I want to see a little bit of their roots in the comics, and like Bane got his Venom and all that kind of stuff. Um, the Mad Hatter would be another great one. Get into Batman's mind. he's a great one to just mess with Batman's mind, especially in that Arkham games where he really messed with Batman's mind, and Batman still found a way to snap out of it. And Batman's like the strongest one. Like he's the strongest mentally, not physically, but mentally, he's the strongest one. Clayface is another good one. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm running all over the place. I'm sick and it's just bothering me like crazy. Another one would be Clayface. Clayface I don't think he's ever been in the movie version. So Clayface will be another great one, just to throw Batman off and like put statues of people here and here and make Batman go crazy. And that'll be another great one. I want to see Mr. Freeze done right as well. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a terrible Mr. Freeze. I want to see a better Mr. Freeze, and I have the Joker on there and Two-Face. I'm a little worried about the Joker just because Heath Ledger did an amazing job with the Joker, and Jared Leto destroyed the character in terms of what I expected for Jared Leto's performance as the Joker. I didn't expect much, but he did a horrible job. And obviously it was his own different take. I know that was a different, like a pimp version of the Joker, which I don't like. That's that. And Two-Faced, you can do a lot with Two-Face. We can do it like a villain team up, like the Joker did in Arkham Origins. We're gonna hire a whole bunch of bad guys, take out the Batman because he's annoying, and we need to take him out fast. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it. Short and sweet. That's some of the villains I want to see on the in Batman, the Batman 2021, whatever they're gonna call it. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm gonna do another video on Monday, which I'm gonna be talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 lineup. From the rumors I've been seeing with Doctor Strange and all that, it pretty much lines up on what I have on my list here, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, see you Monday. Be good, take care of yourself. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. More unboxing videos coming your way, and more videos like this coming your way. Alright, guys, see you soon. Be good. Thank you.